Hi, I'm Whitney McClendon, and this is Squeeze In. So in order to understand the importance of ingredients that comprise our food, we have to understand food, how it changes the body, supplies the building blocks for healing, and replaces old tissues with new. Food was created to sustain and rebuild us, not to cause inflammation, chronic stress, toxicity on the body. So the foods we eat have a direct correlation on the way we feel, the way we look, our ability to rest, our ability to stay healthy and to thrive, and our longevity. A pure whole food is a food that has not been changed from its original state. It's unprocessed and unrefined. Whole foods do not contain any added ingredients. This includes vegetables, fruit, raw dairy, grass-fed meat, pasture-raised eggs, pastured chicken, wild-caught fish, and grains that are all organic and prepared according to ancient traditions like sprouting. So we know how to find those pure whole foods I just mentioned at grocery stores, but we also know that grocery stores are filled with processed packaged food, most of which are refined, devitalized fake foods that affect natural function and the balance of the body. So how do we tell if a packaged food is okay to eat even occasionally? I'm going to give you 4 things to look at that can help you navigate grocery store aisles and know what foods are okay to eat. So number 1 is to skip the claims on the front of the package. Often these claims are meaningless, they're false, they're only highlighting one of the ingredients. Don't fall prey to these marketing ploys because they know that people rush in, they read the front, they grab it, and they go. So the only exceptions here would be the USDA certified organic symbol or the non-GMO verified symbol. These 2 logos on the front should just be a big check mark, and then you can continue looking at the product. So that's number 1. Number 2 would be to merely just glance at the nutrition panel, if at all. So calories are not king. I usually just take a glance at the nutrition panel to see how many servings are in a box or a bag, just to get a rough idea, and then I scroll down to kind of that table at the bottom to see if there are any vitamins or minerals. If it doesn't have very much vitamins or minerals in the part that says vitamin A, calcium, iron, and then I'm looking at the ingredients and I don't love the ingredient list, if I don't see healthy fats or other things, then I know it's just empty calories of processed junk. So number 3, ingredients are king. Ingredients are listed in order of quantity, but even if an ingredient's at the very end of the list, it can still have significant effects on the body. The shorter the ingredient list, the better. If you can't pronounce the word or have no idea where it comes from or how to make it in your own kitchen, chances are it's a highly processed or synthetic additive. One example of this, which is something that you can pronounce and you may know where it comes from, is citric acid. So this is on a lot of labels for processed or packaged food, and you would probably think it may come from lemons or oranges, but it's actually a manufactured additive that's used to increase acidity, enhance flavor, preserve ingredients. And for the last several decades, they haven't gotten it from oranges or lemons, from citrus juice. It's actually created from feeding mold GMO corn or soy, and then the mold then produces the citric acid as a byproduct. So you can imagine how this may affect the body and how it could be inflammatory, cause allergies, etc. And we all know that foods that are highly processed, refined, and contain fake food ingredients have little nutritional value, they're truly foreign to the body, and they'll bring the whole energy of the body down. So they can also cause nutritional deficiencies, hormone imbalances for men and for women, mood changes, and then that leads to chronic inflammation, which we all know leads to disease. So number 4 is pay attention to the types of fats, grains, and sugars within the ingredient list. Again, this isn't about the nutrition label. This is about the actual ingredients you're reading in the ingredient list. So there's no need to put down a product just because the nutrition label shows it's high in fat. And you immediately want to move your eyes to the ingredient list to see what kind of fat it is. Is it organic virgin coconut oil? Amazing. Is it refined vegetable oils? Do you see the words soy, corn, canola, cottonseed, grapeseed, hemp, rice bran, or margarine? Just put it back on the shelf. And when it comes to sugar, of course, the less sugar, the better. But for any sugar, look at the ingredient list. Is it a natural form from a whole fruit ingredient, or is it highly processed, isolated ingredient?